Good evening, guys. Welcome to our romantic couples weekend to Barrow, Alaska. This is going to be a great trip. And we also have a big announcement to make. I think we're officially going to the lower 48. Everything has fallen into place, and we have now started making definitive plans to leave Alaska again for a 7-month road trip around the lower 48 in our motorhome. So look forward to seeing some of you guys on the road and sharing some experiences with you down there. Now, we are going to stay west of the Rockies this time. The last trip was way too crazy. You guys remember it? And if you don't remember it, go check out our North American road trip playlist. There's like 120 plus videos from when we drove 17,000 miles around North America. Definitely a great series.
Well, Ben mentioned that we've started making preparations, and the first big one, and you probably can tell, we're driving our F-150 pickup tonight. It's because we sold our Expedition. It was kind of bittersweet, but it just doesn't make sense to keep it because in the long term we would like to buy a different vehicle, and it seemed like the right time for it to go. It also really didn't make sense to us after our road trip last winter where it just sat for 7 months up here in Alaska. Didn't really make sense to keep it and keep making payments on it for another 7 months while it just sat in our driveway, especially since we want to go ahead and get rid of it. If we're going to finish paying it off, that'd make sense, but we already know that we want a different vehicle. It just didn't quite fit the needs that we ended up having. So
okay, there's going to be plenty of time to share all that information with you over the next month, but right now I'm going to let you know our plan for the evening. Our flight to Barrow departs at 7:30 a.m. Now, Anchorage Airport is not one of those airports where you need to really get there 2 hours early, so we could get there 1 hour early and be totally fine, walk right up to the gate, but it's 125 miles from our house to the airport. That means we would have to leave our house somewhere in the 3 o'clock hour, which just does not sound very appealing. And it also doesn't leave room for any road construction or mishaps. And we don't want to miss this flight because we're really looking forward to this trip. So tonight's plan is to head up to Anchorage, probably go see a movie. I think we're going to go try to see Sausage Party, that new Seth Rogen movie. That looks like a very off-color, humorous movie. We also need to go buy an air mattress for the back of this truck. We went to the car wash and cleaned it all out, so it's all nice and clean for us to sleep in back there. I love this old Ford F-150. She's been in the family for coming up on 2 decades, and just a good old trusted friend. Plus, she's paid off. So after the movie, we're going to head on over to probably Lake Hood. Might be a nice place to park.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we can stay there because we don't have to worry about the employees coming in and blocking us in because we will be gone before the employees even show up to work.
We're also not in the motorhome. They can't block us in the truck.
That is true. We can just pull straight into a parking spot there.
Yeah.
So it'll add just a tinge more adventure to an already adventurous upcoming weekend.
First stop, Walmart.
We bought a full-size mattress for the back of the F-150.
The next sausage party starts at 8:40, and it's 8:23 right now.
We're going to a sausage party. Well, guys, we have settled in to the back of the truck. The Sausage Party movie was good. Totally raunchy, off-color, crude humor, but if you enjoy that kind of stuff, you'd like that movie. Don't take kids to it. Not a kids movie.
Understatement of the year.
So yeah, we're gonna call it a night. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Good morning from Lake Hood in Anchorage, Alaska. We're here. We made it. Good, comfortable night. Got about 5 hours sleep inside the bed of the truck. You'll probably recognize this spot from the other night when I hung out here. How'd you sleep?
Really well.
Are you ready for some boardroom pancakes?
We've been hearing about these world-famous Alaska Airline boardroom pancakes.
Okay, so Beck and I are traveling together. So that means we never get TSA pre-check.
Something in my bag was bothering them. They did like that screening thing all over all my electronics. I've traveled. This is the 4th trip I've taken in 3 weeks. pancakes. I'm taking the same stuff every time. It's very strange.
This is also the lady who did 3 solid passes through a big airport security with a pocket knife in her backpack a few years ago. Back when Beck was traveling a lot, she would always travel with a pocket knife when she'd go out to the villages. It's a very handy thing to have. And one day she realized that, wow, I've had this pocket knife in my bag for the past 3 trips, and TSA never caught it.
Thank you.
They said famous pancakes. I didn't think it would be coming out of a conveyor belt.
All right, we're all done with breakfast, and it's pretty much time to go get ready to board the plane. Just like anywhere you go outside of your home, it's a little harder to find healthy food. But we had pancakes, which came off of a conveyor belt out of a machine. Kind of anticlimactic. They tasted good, but a little anticlimactic.
High fructose corn syrup does taste good.
It does. But actually they had real butter and they had organic honey, which I used instead of the high fructose corn syrup that they had sitting there. And then they had Greek yogurt, like no flavor Greek yogurt, and I put a little honey in that. And I had a hard-boiled egg. It was a decent breakfast. We fly from here in Anchorage to Prudhoe Bay, also known as Dead Horse, and then on to Barrow. But we don't change planes, right?
No, we just stay on the plane.
Yeah, we stay on the plane. We just stop, which is very common up here. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. So this is something kind of unique to Alaska. We're on the cargo flight. Front of the plane is cargo, passengers in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prudhoe Bay. The local time is 9:14 a.m.
Since 2010, since I've been up here, I worked on boats, running people back and forth to one of the islands for a short period during the summer. The ice goes out for only a little while, and captains and crew come up and run boats so people can get back and forth to the job sites. And now we're going to be picking up people who are on their way home, so they're going to stay on the plane when we are getting off in Barrow. Rebecca is setting foot above the Arctic Circle for the first time.
I flew into Kotzebue once, but I never got off the airplane, so this is it. The real deal.
Welcome to Barrow, Alaska. This is our first time here, and we are going to end this video because it's already been a long one, and we're going to start fresh here after we get checked into our hotel.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, comment, share with your friends, but above all else, enjoy the ride.